the situations in your life that were negative, right? The people, the toxic situations, the environments, even just the interactions with people, like those relationships, what happens is so naturally they start removing themselves from your life. And it's not even the way that you think. It's like an interaction will happen that's negative, and something in you knows, like something in you realizes, oh my gosh, I'm aligned with my truth. Like I know my intentions, but that person is sort of misconstruing it, or he's seeing it from his like diluted perspective, his point of view that is just from his conditioned state. It's from his conditioned lens. It's from his wounding, his hurt, his trauma lens, his conditioned lens. And you realize that person is almost operating in a slumber, and you being awake, you realize, well, this interaction probably wasn't the best thing for me at this point, right? And I walk away, my being learned from that interaction. So the next time around, maybe I get involved, or maybe I get involved and I walk away sooner, or maybe I don't get involved at all. But these kind of situations like just so naturally remove themselves from your life. As you get more balanced in and aligned in the truth of who you are, the people that you sort of repel, the people that don't understand you, the people that don't get you, the people that collide with you, and a part of you is still defending your truth. What you know to be true, it's defending against them, and that part of you is still distorted, right? But the more and more you come clean, the more and more you align in yourself, that imbalance just sort of naturally corrects itself, and you're not going to find yourself in those situations, in those relationships, around those people, like hanging out with them. You're just not going to. It's just not going to happen. And life is so amazing in this way, because up until this time, you've been trying to fix relationships, trying to like correct them, right? And then you get involved in them again, and it's so unproductive, and nothing is actually corrected. You could have been in a relationship like this, even with your partner, that for years was toxic. It was like the same patterns kept coming up again and again and again. And both of you would keep getting involved in the same thing over and over again. But what happens is, as you do this work of really aligning with the truth of what you are, right? Seeing, feeling, healing, shedding, and just shedding the millions of layers that really make up the mask of the conditioning that all of us, every average human being, the average human being walks around wearing. When you do the work of really shedding that, you start to see, right, everybody else's mask, the state from which they're operating that is actually just their conditioning. Once you do that, of course, right, as your being naturally purifies and becomes clear, you're only going to find yourself, really spending time with those who are just as clear as you, right? Or even have an earnestness or an openness to actually seeing the truth, right? That you share, that you are. And so in this way, very naturally, like relationships, negative situations, toxic situations, they remove themselves from our life.